You're watching WYLN TV 35. Now, from the area's leader in live local news, this is WYLN News, the area's #1 source of live local news and information in Luzerne, Schuylkill, Carbon, and Columbia counties. WYLN News starts now.
Good evening, and thank you for joining us on WYLN News. I'm Julia Wiegand. The special election for the 116th Legislative District seat started today. Democrat Amilcar Arroyo, Republican Robert Schnee, and Libertarian Paul Swalina are running for the chance to fill the 116th Legislative District seat that's been vacant since December after Tara Toohill was elected to serve as a Luzerne County judge. The winner of the special election will immediately serve Black Creek, Dorrance, and a section of Hazel Township, Hazleton, Hollenbach, Nescapek, and Sugarloaf Townships until Toohill's term expires on November 30th. Polling places are open until 8 p.m. A Luzerne County judge ordered approximately 300 mail-in ballots to be counted due to a glitch in the system. A file transfer error with the state's to blame for the ballots being sent out late, which doesn't give affected voters enough time to send them in by the deadline. The ballots are for the special election for the 116th District State House of Representatives seat. The county's assistant solicitor filed a petition asking the court for a grace period and the Bureau to accept any of the affected mail-in ballots postmarked on or before Monday and received by 4 p.m. on April 11th. County Judge Lisa Gelb granted the request and required the Board of Elections to file a list of the affected voters under seal with the court. An alleged fight involving nearly 20 people led to the arrest of a man accused of carrying a prohibited weapon. Hazleton police were called to the 200 block of West Holly and North Church Streets around 4:30 Saturday afternoon for a report of a fight. Police observed 22-year-old Asiel Perez walking along West Holly Street, where they told him to stop. He instead ran off onto Vine Street before stopping on North Church Street, where he was taken into custody. Police alleged that he discarded the machete, which was later uncovered. He was charged with possession of a prohibited weapon and disorderly conduct, and was arraigned with bail set at $5,000. The Justice Department seeking to join a lawsuit involving Schuylkill County Commissioner George Halkovich. 4 female plaintiffs alleged that Halkovich sexually harassed them and experienced retaliation when they opposed his advances. Assistant Attorney General Kristen Clark of the Justice Department's Civil Rights Division said the lawsuit sends a clear message that the DOJ will not tolerate sexual harassment and will vindicate the rights of survivors. The United States Complaint in Intervention alleges that Schuylkill County violated Title VII of the Civil Rights Act when it subjected the women to Halkovich's alleged sexual harassment. The complaint's based on charges of discrimination filed with the Equal Employment Opportunity Office, which investigated the charges and found reasonable cause that the county violated Title VII. A Mahanoy City man was arrested Saturday in Pottsville following a hit-and-run accident. Pottsville police were called to the 300 block of Nichols Street for report of a hit-and-run. The driver, identified as 22-year-old Joseph Ryan Grutza, was located a short time later. That's when officers discovered a strong odor of marijuana coming from inside his vehicle. He showed signs of impairment and was found to be in possession of drug paraphernalia and a firearm. He was charged with possession of a controlled substance, DUI, driving on a suspended license, accidents involving damage to unattended property, and possession of a firearm not to be carried without a license. He was taken to Schuylkill County Prison for lack of $75,000 bail. A Scranton man who admitted to exposing himself to a mother and her 7-year-old daughter was denied house arrest. 63-year-old John Wynn Gittins was charged by Wilkes-Barre police back on February 27th of last year after the mother claimed she was walking with her daughter in the parking lot of a family market on Hanover Street when she noticed Gittins inside a vehicle exposing himself and pointing to his genitals, telling the mother to be quiet. Police said the mother obtained the license plate of the man's vehicle, which was used later to identify him. Gittens pled guilty to the charge February 22nd and was sentenced Monday to serve 6 to 24 months at the county correctional facility on an indecent exposure charge. A body has been found this afternoon as police search for a 70-year-old Scranton man who's been missing since Sunday. Officials say the body was found in Moosic by someone who was walking in the area, but the identity of the body remains unknown at this time. The search for Thomas Yerrick started after he never returned from his walk along the Lackawanna Heritage Trail near the Elm Street trailhead around 3:45 Sunday afternoon. A backpack was found near the riverbed along Davis Street that police believe belongs to Yerrick. He's described as a 5'8" white male weighing 170 pounds with health conditions and doesn't have access to his medication. Anyone with information on Yerrick's whereabouts is being asked to contact the Scranton Police Department at 570-348-4134. Convicted child sex abuser Jerry Sandusky is once again appealing his time in prison. The former Penn State assistant football coach was found guilty 10 years ago, appealed at the state level, and lost. His new lawyer filed another appeal over the weekend in federal court, claiming that Sandusky's previous lawyers made mistakes, resulting in an unfair trial. Now his lawyer's calling for a new trial and wants both Sandusky's conviction and sentence thrown out. The City of Hazleton's Recreation Department will once again hold an Easter event for a second year, and Wyln's Mackenzie Ocker has the details.
It's almost time for spring, which means Easter's not too far away, and what better way to celebrate the holiday by attending the City of Hazleton's Easter Bunny Trail. Vendors will also be at the event throughout the day.
We are going to utilize the new walking trail that we have up at the park. So we are inviting everyone to come up and participate. So first of all, we're looking for some vendors, some organizations who want to come out and hand out some goodies and items to the kids who will be walking along the trail. Kind of similar to what we did at Halloween. So if there's an organization or business out there that would like to participate, they just need to give us a call here in the Recreation Office at 570-459-4960, extension 611.
If you are a vendor, make sure to give City Hall a call and give them your information. Many kids are expected to come, so donations are welcome to help support the event.
So the event itself, of course, Peter Cottontail will be there and who will be available for pictures once we walk through the trail. And it will be on Sunday, April 10th at 2 p.m. City View Park up on South Poplar Street in Hazleton.
Anyone can come to the event to enjoy the festivities and see the Easter Bunny.
Again, this will be an event for all kids of the greater Hazleton area to come out to see the Easter Bunny. We will have some bags to give out for the kids to collect their goodies in as they walk around the trail. And then at the end, they can get their photos with the Easter Bunny who will be there ready to meet everyone.
If your business would like to participate or make a donation for the event, call 570-459-4960, extension 611. Reporting in Hazleton for Wyln News, I'm Mackenzie Ocker.
Thanks, Mackenzie. Coming up on Wyln News, an upcoming summer youth camp courtesy of PSP. Plus, the madness of March has come to a close. But first, we'll take a look at our 5-day forecast brought to you by the Wyln Weather Kids. We'll be right back.
My name is Gio, and I'm 3 years old. The weather is going to be tomorrow rainy, so get your umbrella. Bye.
We want your child to be our Wyln Weather Kid. Your child can be our feature weather reporter of the day on Wyln News and Wyln social media posts, just by using your smartphone or any video recording device. It's easy. All ages are welcome, from toddlers to teens. To find out how, go to the weather section of WYLNTV.com or look for our post about it on the Wyln News Facebook page. Submit your Weather Kid video today.
To ski, the Pocono Mountains is the place to be. With lessons for every age. You'll be skiing, or snowboarding in no time.
Now you're doing it by yourself.
And learning is fun. And the views are beautiful. Choose from 6 amazing ski areas. Learn more at PoconoSki.com.
Penn State Hazleton is improving the lives of others, starting in our community.
Providing degrees that meet the needs of the area.
Fueling entrepreneurship and contributing more than $36 million annually to the state's economy.
Researching the health of our local ecosystem on the Susquehanna River.
Together, our impact keeps growing, backed by the strength of 24 campuses and 700,000 alumni.
Come shoot at Whitetail Preserve, 118 Boulevard Road in Bloomsburg. Their skeet, trap, and sporting clay fields are professionally designed, and all stations are handicap accessible. Whitetail Preserve has resident shooting instructors certified by the NRA in shotgun, rifle, pistol, home safety, and personal protection in the home. Whitetail can also cater any size event, whether it be a private party, corporate event, or wedding. Call 570-384-2314 or 570-790-8969.
State Police, alongside the Pennsylvania National Guard and American Legion, are now taking applications for their annual youth camp. The Elmer Hafer American Legion State Police National Guard Youth Camp will run June 5th through the 11th at Messiah University in Mechanicsburg. Teens interested in a law enforcement or military career will work on team-building exercises, physical fitness training, police and military classroom activities, and a marksmanship course over 6 days. Boys and girls interested in applying must be between the ages of 15 and 17 before entering the camp. Applicants must have a good academic record, be physically fit, and in good health. Kansas came out on top last night against North Carolina in an epic battle of power programs. The Jayhawks brought their 4th NCAA title back to Allen Fieldhouse Monday, thanks to a second-half flurry that erased a 16-point deficit and eventually overcame the Tar Heels 72-69. Carolina scored 16 straight points late in the first half to open a 40-25 advantage at the break, but top-seeded KU went on a 31-10 run over the opening 10 minutes of the second to take a 6-point lead and set up a fantastic finish. The Jayhawks managed to achieve the largest comeback in national championship history, surpassing the 1963 title game when Loyola overcame a 15-point deficit to beat Cincinnati at the buzzer 60-58. Coming up on Harvey's Lakes News Choice, we talk distracted driving on this Trooper Talk Tuesday, plus Leading the Way, Part 2. And stay with us for everything else we have lined up for you later tonight on WYLN TV.
When emergency strikes, trust your care to the all-new ER at Lehigh Valley Hospital Hazleton. With a facility that's now twice the size. Experienced nurses who see you right away. A quick assessment process makes sure you get the care you need. Advanced technology on site. Safe, private treatment rooms, and a peace of mind that only this level of care can bring. When it matters most, trust your partner in emergency care. Lehigh Valley Hospital Hazleton.
BLB Auto Sales, a division of Barbush Automotive. BLB has deals that can't be beat. They carry trucks, vans, SUVs, sedans, and sports cars, and all at the lowest prices. Barbush Automotive can handle all vehicle repairs since they do it all. Check out their specials: oil change and filter, just $19.95. Alignment, $49.95. Professional and good people. Call 570-454-7571.
Hey, did you know WYLN posts news stories and other bonus content on social media all week long? The Weather Kids, Fresh from the Farm, Everyday Heroes, Let's Talk Sports, Feel Good Friday, daily news stories, and more. Visit WYLNTV.com, Facebook, and YouTube to check it out. WYLN, the local leader on social media. We're your local network.
You always get a feel-good shopping experience at Grand Central in Hazleton. Have you ever experienced that super pushy salesperson who follows you all around? Not here.
Or wandered around that big box store looking for help in the appliance department only to find the pink guy? Not here.
And we have an experienced, courteous sales staff here to help you find the perfect mattress, piece of furniture, or appliance with no pressure.
And don't forget, everyday low prices.
You always get a feel-good shopping experience at Grand Central in Hazleton.
PPW Nation, get ready for the best of PPW Season 2. Join Paul Bowe, E. Julius Kuiper, Alexander Bravado, Tom Mitchell, and Alex Watt as we take you down memory lane and relive some of the best PPW matches of all time. Saturdays at 5 p.m., Sundays at 10 p.m., only on WYLN.
Hi everybody, this week on Let's Talk Chiropractic, Dr. John's going to be solo, talking about how we do CDL exams, truck exams in the office. So if you need a CDL exam, tune in.
Welcome to Trooper Talk Tuesday. Joining me, Trooper Anthony Petrosky from Troop in Hazleton. And put down that cell phone. Is that what I should say to people when they're driving?
Exactly. That's the end of the segment.
Okay, thank you. Have a nice day. No, really. We're talking about distracted driving.
Yes.
And that must be one of the banes of existence for every police officer, including Pennsylvania State Police.
Absolutely, it is. And distracted driving is defined as anything that takes your eyes off of the road. That could be changing the radio station, adjusting the air or the heating in your vehicle. Maybe you have a child in the back that's crying and you're turning around trying to tend to that child. But most importantly, it's the cell phone. That is the number one distraction we see with drivers because people are glued to their cell phones. I have that message coming in. I'm expecting an email. One of my friends just posted on social media. You cannot, right? It's never ending. It's never ending. And you know, you can use your phone while you're driving to make a phone call. You can use that, that's legal, but to send, or a lot of people don't know this, reading a text message or social media post, that is illegal. You could get pulled over and cited just for that. A lot of people don't understand reading too. Why? It's taking your eyes off the road.
Now what happens, and I know this is, because this is all relatively new.
Yes.
All of this is just starting to evolve. And I've read different places, if you're at a stop sign, if you're at a red light, no.
If you're in control of the vehicle, if you're in actual physical control of the vehicle, the only time you can use your cell phone is for GPS or making or using phone calls. If you are sending text messages and you are at a red light, you are in the wrong.
Oh.
You are in the wrong.
Okay,
and
how many knew that starting today?
But there's a reason for that. Why? You are a licensed driver. You have responsibilities. What if there's somebody that's emergency responder behind you and you have maybe your headphones in, which is also illegal, and you're looking at your phone and you're not getting out of the way and we need to get around you, but we can't because there's traffic. We have to pay attention. Our focus needs to be on the road. That's why. Put the phone down. And here's the thing. I'm going to throw a game changer out there right now. If you have to answer that email or that text message, which is very important, pull over.
Oh, then
that's all you have to do.
That's going to take up time, though.
But it's responsible. It's being safe. Pull over, answer your text, answer your email, safely get back on the road. It's that simple.
All right. Now, you mentioned the headphones, and I can't understand that.
Yeah.
I just can't understand that.
So in Pennsylvania, it's illegal to have two headphones in. You can have one in one of your ears while you're driving if you're using it as a hands-free phone call. So if your vehicle doesn't have the built-in Bluetooth speaker, you can use one of your headphones to use it as a hands-free phone call service. But if you have two of them in, you can get pulled over just on that alone. You could be cited. Why is that? Because again, you need to be able to hear what's going on around you. Especially you need to be able to hear us and our sirens. It's very important.
Well, and that does make a lot of sense.
Absolutely,
All right.
yeah.
Now, I'm one of those people who has my music in my phone.
Yeah.
And I have it on the you know. And
sure, on the dash.
So
yeah.
is that?
You're okay.
I'm okay.
It's playing through the speakers.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you're okay with that.
All
As
right.
long as while you're driving, you're not watching that, or maybe there's a music video on because you're listening to that song.
No.
That's where it becomes an issue because, again, if it's taking your eyes off of the road, it's distracted driving. You know, and if you're staring at your phone that's over here a little bit, your hands tend to go where your eyes are looking, so sometimes you end up veering over the direction that you're looking. So again, eyes need to be maintained on the road at all times.
All right. And when we're talking about distracted driving, and one of the things that so many people do, the coffee, the food.
Sure.
Is that a pull-overable offense?
We've seen it all. We've seen people putting makeup on.
Oh, yeah.
We've seen eating cereal while they're driving. You know, we can articulate that that's careless driving. Is there a section in there that says you're not allowed to eat cereal while driving your car? No. But can I justify a citation for you for careless driving while you're reading a newspaper while driving? Yes, absolutely.
Really?
Yes. We see a lot. We're in our cars most of the day when we work patrol. You see a lot. So again, it's taking your eyes. How could you read a newspaper and drive at the same time?
Yeah, that's a little. And the thing is, as a person who's on the road next to that car,
yeah,
I'm wondering, can you see me?
Right. And that's the thing. When you're distracted, you're not only putting yourself at risk, you're putting everybody else on the road at risk. And that's why we pull people over. That's why we issue citations, because you need to learn and hopefully don't do that again, because we just want the roads to be safe. That's all.
And the other thing too is, again, I drive and I have my phone there, and one of the reasons I do that is for traffic updates.
Very good, yeah.
And PA 511
that's
is
a great way to stay prepared and stay up to speed on everything. Yes, absolutely.
But again, you have to be careful when you use it.
Correct. If you really need to look at it, you need to pull over and use it, because again, your life can change like that, and you could change somebody else's life in a matter of time too.
All right, I'm going to leave you with those words and think about those, and don't take the cereal in the car with you.
No. Eat
really?
At home. Get up 5 minutes earlier.
Wow, I'd like to be there on that traffic stop. And I hope that you will be back with us again with Trooper Anthony Petrosky from Troop in Hazleton here on Trooper Talk Tuesday.
Wyln CA35's children's programming is designed with the specific purpose of serving the educational and informational needs of children. In compliance with FCC guidelines, a copy of the children's programming report is on file for public inspection at 647 State Route 93, Sugarloaf, Pennsylvania 18249 during regular business hours. To view the report online, visit fcc.org.
Membership opportunities are now available at the Valley Country Club, 79 Country Club Lane in Sugarloaf. Clubhouse upgrades are in progress and will be ready for the spring. Call Frank Radis for details at 570-233-5328.
Come shoot at Whitetail Preserve, 118 Boulevard Road in Bloomsburg. Their skeet, trap, and sporting clay fields are professionally designed, and all stations are handicap accessible. Whitetail Preserve has resident shooting instructors certified by the NRA in shotgun, rifle, pistol, home safety, and personal protection in the home. Whitetail can also cater any size event, whether it be a private party, corporate event, or wedding. Call 570-384-2314 or 570-790-8969. SJ Kowalski is your Mitsubishi Diamond contractor. They can install a Mitsubishi electric Mr. Slim ductless heating and cooling system. Mr. Slim systems are designed to make any living space in your home inviting. You can have a different temperature control for every room in your home. The money-saving technology can save you 25 to 50% on your heating bill. For Mitsubishi, Rinnai, and trained comfort specialists, call SJ Kowalski at 570-455-2600.
If you're looking for an affordable pre-owned car or truck, Chura's Auto Sales has a great lineup of clean, dependable, and quality vehicles. Stop in 610 North Broad Street, West Hazleton. 570-454-7229.
We all need a midweek pick-me-up, and WYLN TV 35 is your home for good news on Wednesdays. All our good news stories will be printed in the WYLN TV Pennies Classified Good News Bulletin, distributed throughout the community and digitally hosted on WYLN News Facebook page and on our website. If you have good news to share, contact us to be featured in our special Good News edition. Good events, good people, good jobs, all good news.
WYLN's going behind the scenes to learn more about the lives and goals of our local leaders. So, Paul D'Angelo's leading the way again into part 2 of this week's series.
And welcome back, folks. We are joined this week by CEO of Mission Autism Clinics, Paul D'Angelo. So we'll continue. Can you tell us about what led you on the pathway to founding MAC, and how you achieved that goal of making Mission Autism Clinics a reality?
So we actually had an opportunity back a year and actually 2 years ago now. As I mentioned in the last segment, we really like providing and supporting services for children in our community. We had an opportunity and were introduced to some folks that were providing autism services they were based out of Arkansas, and we really loved their mission and their values and what they were doing, and they were really bringing accessibility of these services closer to the families, and we loved everything they were doing. And we came back and I talked to my dad about it and said, why can't we do this for the local communities that we support? And he loved the idea. So we started going down the path and saw the major need and underserved areas of our local communities for services for kids with autism, and felt that this would be a great impactful way to give back to our community. And we launched Mission Autism Clinics actually back in January of last year, 2020. And there was a lot of work that went into pre-planning and those sort of things, but we were able to do it. And like I said, we launched in January, and that went right into a global pandemic, which is pretty interesting. I don't think many folks in the future past get to say that they've started a business during a global pandemic, but it created its own challenges, and we were lucky enough that we weren't fully operating yet, so we were able to take what we were able to do and still push forward, and we were able to open our first facility this past year in August of 2020. So we got through a lot of the shutdowns and licensing and issues of the state being shut down, but we were able to push through with the team that we brought on board.
Thank you. All right, folks. Join us tomorrow as we go into part 3 on our third question of Leading the Way here with Paul D'Angelo. Have a good night.
And that's the news. Remember, the source matters now more than ever. Catch all the latest on our Facebook page, YouTube page, or at WYLNTV.com. Stay with us. A look at today's weather is next, right here on WYLN TV.